11 system and we will check how it is configured. BPC 11 is available or not. So here we can check the standard content using /ERP/. All standard contents in N1610 starts with /ERP/. All these are documented, so no need to note down. Just concentrate what I'm teaching. Cost center planning on periods. All these are standard content. See, with the standard content, you have cost center planning, you have internal order planning, you have functional area wise planning, market segment based on COPA, P&L related stuff, and here you have balance sheet related stuff. Also, you will get liquidity management, which is liquidity forecast, part of cash flow. That also is coming with cash management. That content also available. So cost center planning on periods. It opens one workbook. This workbook is already there. How to install this workbook, that I will teach in next 2-3 days. So here you have to give the variables. So we have to select the fiscal year which we want to look for. Let's say we always need to select the plan year. It can be 2017 or 2018. Select the plan year. We need to select the category, company code, cost centers, GL hierarchy. So this GL hierarchy, currently it is coming this YPA1. It can be changed in your user parameters. There is a parameter for this. Go to user profile, user data, parameters. So controlling area is set. One more parameters which starts with finance, GL something. I pressed F3. Okay. Change. Sorry, we will put it in Srikanth. Yes, right. Star GL hierarchy. Something is there like this. Give me 1 second. Somewhere I have written this, or GL star. GL account hierarchy, FCOM GL account hierarchy. Let's start with this. Okay. So here I'm giving a hierarchy name 1720, let's say.
Hello.
Yeah. Right. Now I will connect again. So because we have changed the hierarchy, it should be available in our new system. When I'm connecting in the Excel, here that hierarchy should be available. Let's see. Just disconnect and connect again. All these things I will explain if it works. It will work. Yeah. In the next sessions, we are going to discuss these things. File, analysis, open workbook from NetWeaver platform 1610. Next, Srikanth, we have added this, so let's connect with Srikanth. /ERP/star search cost center planning on periods. Okay, it will give you the variable screen. So let's see whether it come or not. No, it's not come. It's okay. So fiscal year, it will come. So I might have given wrong parameter. I will check that parameter and I will give the parameter. So calendar year 2018, category plan. First I will show you this layout. Company code 1710, cost center 171101. So GL account hierarchy, I will take this one by default. This doing something here. Yeah. Then GL account group. Let's take this style one. Yeah. So you can save it as a variant so that next time it will be easy. Only you can give this one. Okay. If you see in this, you have prompt variables, save, clear plan, back to save date, copy actual to plan, recalculate. Like this, some buttons are there. These buttons are linked with some planning functions, planning sequences. We can check those planning functions and planning sequences, how these buttons are added in this particular workbook. We will create our own workbooks. So this is a planning layout here, you can see. Here, whatever items you want, you can select. If data is there, already data is there, that will be shown here. If data is not there, it just shows cost center and GL account. You can choose one cost center, one GL account, whatever GL account you want. So let's say GL account this. Yeah. So period one. Here you can add one. Just for testing, I'm putting some data. You can click on save. So here you can also see the actual data, actual 2017. In the same way, you can open all the standard content input template. What these are doing, these prompt variables, that I will explain. Save, clear plan. Clear plan means what it is going to do. Copy actual to plan. Suppose if you have actuals, how to copy that actuals to plan. Recalculate. When you plan at node level, let's say 2018 level, it should be distributed to all the periods. How the recalculate happens, this we will see. Now, if you go to analysis, here you have planning related buttons. Save data, recalculate, lack cells, all. Right? So, what I'm trying to say here, in 1610, you have standard content. Yeah, BPC, IBPF we call it as IBPF content. So this content to be activated, that we can use here. Yeah, in order to get the display GL account, we should use one particular variable, user parameter. That user parameter I will explain. I will tell before ending this session. I will show you that parameter. What is parameter? This is the first thing. Next, if you want to see the BPC 11, yeah, I have not connected. We will connect now. Let's start. Let's see how the BPC 11 screen looks like. Okay. Sorry. Before looking at this thing in 1610, yeah, we need to see this is 1610 system. In this, we need to check how the BPC screens. So 1610 uses BPC 10.1. Why? Because BPC 10.1 is on top of NetWeaver platform. Whatever system I have shown you, this is on top of NetWeaver platform. So here I told you, this is 1610, this is on NetWeaver. So when your system is on NetWeaver, you can use only 10.1. Yeah. So go to, we have to open a URL. I just tell you that URL. You can get the URL from here. So when it is connecting, you can see what it is saying. It is saying 10.1, BPC 10.1. Now it's not open yet. It will open. Yeah. SAP Business Planning and Consolidation 10.1 version for NetWeaver. When it is version for NetWeaver, latest release is 10.1. Yes. Now here you have environment. Here you can create models, dimensions, business process flows, audit rules. All these things are there. Here you can use it for consolidation, BPC embedded consolidation, and you have library activities and all this. Right. So what we understand, 1610 is based on NetWeaver. NetWeaver, when it is NetWeaver, we will have BPC 10.1 option. Now I'm canceling this. Let's check BPC 11 system. Yeah, BPC 11. For BPC 11, you should have BW for HANA. BW for HANA. Let's connect to. It is not so for BPC 11. S4 HANA is one source system. There is no relationship between S4 HANA and BW for HANA. S4 HANA for BW for HANA, S4 HANA is one source system. So BPC 11, I'm connecting. Log on. Okay, let's see the system status. What components are installed here? Here, install product versions, BW for HANA, yeah, SP5. BPC for HANA, this is also important component. Remember, earlier you used to have CPM BPC, which was BPC 10.1 standard. Same now, CPM BPC is not there. Now, BPC for HANA component to be installed on top of this particular BW for HANA. So this is basically for BPC 11 for SAP BW for HANA. Now, let's go to services. I just want to open that particular URL, BPC web client. This is BPC 11 screen. I think we can open in the Internet Explorer. I'm opening another sheet. Yeah. If you see the logon screen, the changed logon screen, BPC 10.1, it is like a portal screen. Here, the screen is changed. This is the new web for BPC. You see different web for BPC 11. You can see here SAP Business Planning and Consolidation 11 version for SAP BW for HANA. Here also you can find in this particular BPC 11, you can activate your environment shell and all these things for BPC standard. For BPC embedded, you have to create everything. There will not be any standard content. In 1610, you have some standard content, right? IBPF content. Because that is embedded BW, that is the system is coming with that particular package. But BPC 11, even if you want cost center planning, you have to configure that cost center planning according to customer requirement. This is okay. Give me a minute. I'll check. I have another system. Yeah, I got the details. Long back I connected. Let's see, I have the access or not. Yeah, I have. I will show this BPC 11, it is loading. Let it load. So, once we will check BPC 11 system, we got overview of these two systems. So, how these system software components. Remember, BPC 11, yeah, it needs BW for HANA component plus BPC for HANA component. These two components. Now, CPM BPC is not the CP BPC for HANA component. That is there. User account is not invalidated. So my account is expired. So account is expired. Okay, I will check. I'll show you tomorrow this one. Now the next thing.
Kiran, did I join a bit late? Is it?
It's okay. We just looking at the overview of the system. So 1610, what is there? BPC 11, what components are there? Now we are going to start the 1610. With 1610, what we can do? Yeah, how to check the content and all these things. Yeah. So let's check 1610 system. What are the standard cubes are available? So we'll check the info cubes, available info cubes, multi-providers, aggregation levels, which comes with 1610 standard content or IBPF content. I'm connecting to this particular 1610 system. Second, I might have some. Log on. This is 100 entities. Okay. So 1610. I'm connecting to 1610 system again. Go to a transaction code called RSA1. This everyone knows this RSA1. All standard contents available. I think there is an info area here, financial management and controlling, SFIN, financials. So all aggregation levels which are starting with /ERP/, those are standard contents. Now let's say when I talk about cost center cost simulation, yeah, this is basically for the planning data allocation or actuals also you can allocate. Here you can find one virtual provider. See when this is virtual provider done API. I can see here. I can see virtual provider based on API, and also there is a real-time info cube. When it is real-time info cube, you can see the data. I mean the name here as real-time info cube. Now there is newly introduced in 1610. They introduced one more cube, that is this thing, S/4HANA Financials Plan Data from AC.P. It's a virtual provider. See this thing. This is very good thing. It's a writable virtual provider. Writable. That means whatever plan you plan based on this particular ACDP virtual provider, it is going to write it in a table called AC.P. So basically, in S/4HANA 1610, two important tables for planning. One is, let's go to SC16. One is AC.A table, which gets from where we get the actual data. AC.A. Another one is AC.P, which is a planning table. Planning data can be stored in this particular table directly. No need to store it in the real-time info cube. Via virtual provider, the system is going to write to this particular AC.P table. This AC.P table will have some fields, data packet number, general ledger, company code, and whatever. In this, even you can write some data. So number of entries are not there. So we have to check this one. Let's activate it. Entries are not there, but this one is going to store it in the system. Let's activate this one. Somehow it is inactive.
So Kiran, where does the fields for AC Doka, the AC Doka P table comes from?
In the table or here in this model?
In the table. You design the fields, or?
This is SAP delivered tables, fields. See here, category, all these are common. So whatever, so it is similar to AC.A table fields, and some more will be there for planning related.
Can you please activate the chat window?
Chat window. I'll check that one. Yeah.
Okay.
Why? Sorry, you're saying something.
No, because it's sometimes it's easy to chat.
Okay, I understood. Yeah, sure. It is restarting. System is restarting. So, what I'm trying to say here, two tables. One is AC.A table, which is actuals for actual data. AC doc P table, no need to store it in real-time info cubes. Directly you can, whatever plan data, that may be cost center planning, that may be any other planning. AC doc P table, you can write it. You might have a question. If I don't have some field, let's say you are doing manpower planning, that also you want to store it in AC doc P table, but AC doc P table is not having a characteristic called or a field called position, right? Or customer, your customer is having some G field for new products or for something they created a new field, G field. That is available in AC doc A table, but it is not available in AC doc P table. What we have to do? So you can extend these tables, both the tables. You can extend those tables, so you can add those fields in AC doc P field table. There is a process, and you can add those fields to AC doc P table. Right. So this AC doc P table. Now, whatever happens based on AC doc A or AC doc P, this is basically what do you say? Real time. Yeah. Whatever. Let's say if you see the data in the virtual provider. Which one is it? That's okay. So we are talking about this particular virtual provider, which is based on AC doc P table. Whatever we plan in BPC, that will be written to directly in ECC AC doc P table. Now, I just want to activate this. Somehow it is deactivated. This. Also, when we are talking about S4 HANA and BW per HANA, or BPC 11 or BPC 10.1, earlier we used to do in this particular RCA1, if anything we want for BPC embedded, real-time cube creation or DSOs creation or aggregation level creations and all these things. So it's activated this particular thing, virtual provider. Yeah. So all these virtual providers now link to some views, calculation views. For example, if you see V01 or V20, V20 is writable. So if you see this display, it's already displayed. Extras, information log status. So here you can find out on which view, on top of which view it's created. So the view for this HANA information model is FCO underscore C underscore IBP underscore AC.P. I'm going to explain clearly this one, these views and all these things. I'm just giving an overview. This is the view, HANA information model, FCO underscore C underscore IP underscore C AC.P. The same way, if you see the virtual provider of this actual data from ERP S1 V01, Sorry, I clicked on display data. Display this one. It is based on one virtual information model, which is FCO underscore C underscore IBP underscore AC document table. Yeah. So let's go to HANA Studio. Let's see where these views are configured. You can see the package of these views here. When you go to here, information log status, type attributes, details, the package of the view is here, SAP ERP SPIN COPL. Yeah, let's open that. This is H15. Oh, I need to add the system. I don't have the details. Here we have to add the system. I don't have the system details. I will get it today and I will show you. So here you will see in the HANA Studio, you will see all the system details or all the calculation views, information models which are linked to this particular real-time infrastructure. Now this is, you can see also some real-time info cubes which stores the data in BPC. So whatever you planned using analysis for Office or BPC, that data is stored in this particular real-time info cubes. There are some standard info cubes. Also, there are some multi-providers. So here you can see M01. There is a multi-provider. In this multi-provider, you can combine your actual data and planned data. The actual data is coming from AC document table. Whatever planned data you want to write, that can be written to R01 real-time info cube, or it can be directly written to AC doc A table, AC doc P table using this particular virtual provider, the writable virtual provider. Now you might have a question: how can it write to AC doc? It's a virtual provider. How can it write to AC doc P table? Basically, when you go inside of this particular cube, when you go to the information, extras, information log status, type attributes, details. This is the program. This is called write interface. CL underscore fins underscore AC doc P info provider writable. This particular interface writes this data, whatever you planned in AC doc P, that it writes to this particular AC doc P table. Yeah. So we checked here in this system 1610. There are some workbooks. We opened some workbooks. There are some functionalities there in that workbook. We can check those functionalities in the later sessions. Now, there is a transaction code called RS plan, right? All the configurations in IBPF or BPC Embedded happens, modeling, most of the modeling happens in RS plan. Environment model can be created in BPC as usual, but RS plan is a transaction code where you can create your aggregation levels, planning functions and planning sequences, where you can check what are the standard planning functions available, what are the standard planning sequences available. So here, when I go to /m, RS plan. This is another transaction code. In this RS plan transaction code, when I go to planning function, then I give /ERP/star. I'm pressing F4. I can see some planning functions. These are the planning functions. Cost center planning on years. If you want to delete the plan data, you can use this planning function. They are already configured these planning functions. Yeah. So these planning functions are already configured, standard planning functions. You can, if you want, you can enhance or you can adopt these planning functions. Also, there are some planning sequences available. /ERP/star. So here you can see some sequences. If you want to copy actual to plan data, there is a sequence here. You can check that sequence. The sequence uses basically planning functions and filters. You can also use Fox formulas here. Let's see, any Fox formula is there. Standard content Fox formulas are not there. We have to write. Let's see if any Fox formulas are there. Standard, I don't see Fox formula. Here, this formula. This is formula. So this is called Fox formula. There are, you can see some sample Fox formulas here. You can use for each this thing. This is not kind of a bad. Yeah, this can be written. You can also write this particular thing. It is easy only, like logic scripts. You can write these particular Fox formulas. Also, they have some filters here. Yeah. Any questions? So filters basically use the planning sequences. Let's say for cost center planning on periods, there are some filters. These filters you can call variables also in BW. You know, it's a parameter. If you want to select any parameter, you use variable in the queries and this. So this is filter. Yeah. Then you have aggregation levels. All the planning happens based on the aggregation level. Aggregation levels can be created on top of multi-providers, or aggregation level can be created on top of a writable virtual provider. Aggregation level can be created on top of real-time info queue. Aggregation level can be created on top of advanced data store object. Aggregation level can be created on top of composite provider. So the basic idea of planning here in BPC Embedded on top of aggregation level. So the aggregation level can be created on top of below items, below things. So aggregation level, it can be created on top of real-time info queue, on top of multi-provider. Remember one thing, in 1610, multi-provider, composite provider, both are available. In BPC 11, multi-providers are not available. So only option you can create aggregation level on top of composite provider. Remember, BW for HANA, there is no concept of multi-provider, only composite provider. They removed multi-provider entirely. So composite provider, virtual. When I say virtual provider, it is not read virtual provider, it's write virtual provider. Writable virtual provider. On top of these four, I can create aggregation level. You can also check these things. Let's say /ERP/star, pressing F4. Already some aggregation levels are available. Let me check. This is plan data transfer. So this aggregation level created on top of multi-provider, and this aggregation level created on top of real-time info queue. Yeah, let's see this aggregation level display. So this is the aggregation level. It created on top of a multi-provider. M means multi-provider. This is the multi-provider. As I said, you can also create the object based on composite provider. Some aggregation levels you can create on top of real-time info queue. So this aggregation level created on top of real-time info queue. Right? This is a real-time info queue. You can see the symbol here. On top of that, this aggregation level is created. This is 1610 that overview. In RSA1 we do all these things. When you talk about, right, S4HANA 1610 embedded BW is there, you can still use RSA1, right? Modeling, the point I want to make it here. In 1610, now I'm connecting to 1610. The model still available, the models are still available. In RSA1. So RSA1 transaction code modeling, this particular thing is available. If you go to BPC 11, modeling is not available in this particular RSA1. You have to use BW modeling tools. There is no other option. So when I go to RSA1, yeah, this is BW for HANA. You can see administration, you can see transport connection, documents and all these things. You don't have modeling part here. So all the things, whatever info cubes or ADSOs, composite providers, whatever you want to create using Eclipse based tool, BW modeling tools. If I go to, let's say if I want to go to RSD1, this is master data, right? In earlier. So what it does, it tells, it is not going to open that particular transaction code. You have to go to, for master data, you have to go to BW based Eclipse tools via HANA Studio. So when you go to HANA Studio, there is something called BW modeling here. BW modeling.
BW modeling tool or HANA modeling tool? What is the term we use?
The SAP HANA administration console, it is HANA modeling tool. This is SAP HANA. In this, they added one more, it's kind of add-on, BW modeling tool.
Oh, okay.
So this is HANA modeling tool is different, BW modeling tool is different. Now here we need to add our own project, BW project. So I want to add BPC 11 project. Next. So these are all okay. Next. Client. I think client 100. So it will add our own project. In that we can do all our configurations. Right, this is the B4H. This is what here you can see BW repository. Even BPC standard, it will create composite providers and what do you say that one? ADSOs. So it will not use multi-providers and real-time info cubes. This thing. So whatever you want to create, yeah, you can create from here. So let's say open BW info object. Let's see any BW info object is there. 0, okay. So that search engine is not working. There is a node to implement. So 0 company code, all the info objects you can see. Now I understood the issue with this particular system. There is the search engine. When you upgrade BW system, BW for HANA or S4 HANA system, the indexes to be or the search engine should be reactivated. Then only all the systems will work. So here that search engine is not activated. That's why it is not working. If you want, I can show you what node to be applied. Let me check. Somewhere I kept that one. I will check that one. So once I activate that, once I use that node, it will work. So tomorrow it will be ready. The system will be ready. So tomorrow in the day 2 session, and one more thing I want to tell here. I want to change the session timings from tomorrow. Now we are connecting at India 5:30. Tomorrow onwards we'll connect India 6:30 a.m. 6:30 a.m. IST. Yeah. USA, that is 9 p.m. EDT. 9 p.m. EDT. This the same meeting request we will use tomorrow. Kindly send an email so that I will send the time details again. Remember, tomorrow we have 6:30 a.m. IST and USA 9 p.m. EDT. Same meeting request we'll use. Any questions?
Kiran, I'm fine with the 5:30 time.
It's okay. 5:30 is very early for me also.
All right.
Yeah, there are some folks from India. It will be difficult for them also.
All right.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Sorry. How long will the sessions? Is it 1 week or 10 days? How many sessions is it?
Right. So we can make it, let's start with 4 days a week. Yeah.
Okay.
Then we'll make it 5 days a week.
Okay.
Okay. So as per this thing, Monday to Friday. So when I say 4 days, India Monday to Thursday. Yeah. So for US it will be like
Sunday to Wednesday.
Sunday to Wednesday. Yeah.
So total how many weeks the sessions?
So let's make it as 5 days a week. Yeah. This week we'll go with 4 days. This week and next week we'll go with 4 days. So it will take 30 hours. 30 days. So 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, Jay.
Yeah, I just joined the class, and I'm going to be
It's
attending the class. Yeah, go ahead.
I just covered what are the objects in BPC 11 and S4 HANA 161. I'm checking all the systems. What are the components installed, and if that is BPC 11, BPC for HANA should be installed, BW for HANA should be installed.
Hello.
That is S4 HANA NetWeaver system to be installed. So I'm just giving the vowel. Tomorrow onwards
Okay.
we'll start the activity.
Who's going to be the server provider? Who should I go with?
Go with way to year. They have
Okay.
BPC 11, all the 3 systems, M610 and BPC 11 both.
Okay, and it's also interfaced with S4 HANA?
Yes.
Now, the other,
Yeah.
Kiran, this is Raja. I have few doubts.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, as per your class, I understood that BPC 11,
Huh?
Okay, so that will be installed only on the top of the BW as for BW for HANA, right?
Correct, correct.
Can we use the same version on S4 HANA?
S4HANA will be a source system for BW for HANA.
Yeah. That I understood. That I understood. For the embedded SAP embedded BPC, if I want to install it now, right now you're showing the version as a 10.1, right?
So you are saying I have S4HANA, correct?
Yes. On the top of that,
Okay.
can I
On top
install?
of that, can I install BW for HANA?
No,
Right?
I want to install BPC 11 on the top of this one. Is it
No,
possible?
not possible. Not possible. So
Okay.
BPC 11 needs BW for HANA. So for BW for HANA, you cannot install BW for HANA within S4HANA server. You should have
Okay.
separate server for BW for HANA. So it's not possible. BPC 11 installation on top of S4HANA is not possible.
So for 11, BW for as for HANA is sorry, BW for HANA is mandatory.
Mandatory, yes.
Okay. And one more thing, up to what level we need the knowledge on IP?
So whatever required, see, currently when you are joining now, no need of any IP knowledge, yeah,
Okay.
because
Okay.
everything is new. See, when you say BW for HANA, when I'm talking about ADS versus composite providers, it's
Yes.
everyone, these terms are new for everyone. So
Okay.
no need to know anything. I will explain what it does, and I will try to give it. See, most of the guys are very good in BPC standard, whomever attending, and some of the people knows BW, some of the people knows ECC. So based on these things, I will compare and I will tell you so that it will be easy for us.
Okay. And one more thing, is it possible to do the real-time planning on the top of BPC 11?
No, you can do it. So using some virtual, see in BW for HANA also, you can create some virtual providers, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
you can also create some writable virtual providers, but where it should is it is going to write. So let's say it is going to write as for HANA. So the programs to be created. So some enhancements to be done.
Okay, we can use it for planning, but what you're saying is it can't be stored internally as a real time, right?
Correct, exactly.
Okay, so are you going to cover this SAP BW also?
That is, I'm covering BW modeling tools. See, when I'm talking about S4 HANA, so I will cover embedded BW related stuff. Let's say real-time info cubes, aggregation levels, and I can also show you how to create that info cubes. These things,
Yeah.
embedded BW. When I'm talking about BW for HANA,
11, BPC 11.
yeah, BPC 11, I will cover BW for HANA. So whatever required components, whatever required objects for BPC 11 related to BW for HANA, I will cover. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
This BW for HANA did you say earlier that it's not part of S4 HANA or is it separate server?
Yep. Yeah. Separate installation.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Is it possible to enhance this standard content?
Yes. Yes. That's we are going to discuss. That is the part of course. How to enhance this 1610 IBPF content. It's the course. If you see our course content, I'm opening the Excel sheet. It is opening. Yeah. When you see this course content, we are following S4F80 for this S4 HANA. In this, it's part of this. Adopt content real-time info cube, adopt this content virtual provider aggregation levels. Some more things also we can do, that also I will add in this. Even HANA related, if whatever standard calculation views are there, if you want to enhance, how to enhance. That also we are going to cover. Yeah. Any other questions?
No. Thank you, Kiran. Thank you.
So, yeah, go ahead.
Praveen, in the beginning of the class, you told to us you are going to show the one of the component which we have to enable for S4 HANA for BPC.
Right. That is IPPF content. We will discuss that one as part of this. See, if you see here, from there it is there. So as part of this, I'm going to explain how we are going to set up this particular standard content, how to activate this content. Yeah.
Thank you.
I have one other question.
Yep.
Are you going to include consolidation, since consolidation is part of BBC 11?
The consolidation itself takes some time. So consolidation is separate session. Might be 1 or 2 weeks I will start, or next month I will start. Embedded consolidation, real-time consolidation, and so I am planning to start consolidation based on starter kit, IFRS starter kit. Let's say if you take IFRS starter kit, how to adopt that IFRS starter kit for your customer. Yeah, consolidation. Also, I'm talking about real-time consolidation based on S4 HANA. Also, I'm talking about BPC embedded consolidation based on BW for HANA. Yeah, this thing, I'm going to introduce that one next month or after 2-3 weeks. Yeah. Any other questions? Yeah, so tomorrow, remember, time is at 6:30 a.m. in USA 9 p.m. EDT. We use same meeting request. Yeah, if anything is there, just send an email. I'll also give some reminder. Whatever emails I have, I will just send reminder mail at 6:30 a.m. Yeah. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you.